Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
I mean, I think it's fair to say that everybody in the building knew that our offense was going to wake up at some point, and we were quite confident that was going to happen. You know, a big part of the game was, I think that probably both teams were a little guilty of it, that we're a little loose defensively. And you know, it's something that we're going to really need to address. But you know, a huge positive on that is that you can tell that we were a lot more engaged through the neutral zone and defensively in the third period, and what a difference it made. We were able to see that game out and to come back from 2 goals down. When really in the first 2 periods we looked a little out of sorts in the defensive zone, and we'll pay a lot more attention to it tomorrow night and throughout the week. But you know, certainly one of the things that paid off was we spent a lot of time on special teams. You know, over the course of last week, just because we hadn't been very sharp, and I thought that tonight we looked a lot better. We had 3 or 4 power play goals, and you know, there's still some low percentage plays which resulted in some shorthanded chances that we'll sort out, but you can see that these guys are responding to our direction, and you know, it's a building process. We've only been together 2 weeks, and yeah, it was an entertaining game tonight.
Like you say, the offense came alive tonight, and we had Stofflet, Finucci with a couple of goals, Shaber with a couple of goals, Crowder, Goatee. There's a good mix of people out there scoring for you. Yeah,
and that was a huge. You know, we posed a big danger of that spread out offense last season, and we set out to build the same thing this year. And it looks like, you know, I think we have a few guys that are still going to wake up on that side of things, and that comes naturally by doing the right things. But it looks like we have enough firepower up front. You know, it's just sorting out ourselves defensively, and you know, we have a week to do that.
I think one of the positive things this season is, you know, in seasons past, maybe at this point the guys aren't completely up to speed, aren't maybe up to fitness, but that doesn't seem to be a problem with this team.
Yeah, that was a hard game tonight. So we've played now 4 exhibition games, and they've all been at an incredibly high pace. Manitoba came in and skated all night long. The Danish clubs came in, did the same thing to us, and tonight there was no exception. I was impressed with that team tonight. They've only been together 2 weeks as well, and you know, we had to manage to speak to the other coaches after the game, and funnily enough, they're going through a lot of the same things we're going through, just getting everybody used to the systems that you want to play, and really having everybody buy into it.
And they brought an amazing travelling support with them tonight. They were loud all night long.
I love seeing the interaction between both sides. I wish they would have seen a full build. I know it's preseason, and I wish they would have seen a full building and to see the 2 sides go back and forth, because I mean, as we've explained to our guys, and hopefully for home opener, when everybody's getting excited about their ice hockey again, and everybody's here, I'm really excited for our group to see that atmosphere. It's something that we've talked to them all about, and the guys are certainly all looking forward to it.
And certainly your first game of the season, Challenge Cup game against Glasgow Clan in this building. I mean, that's potentially a full barn.
Yeah, we were watching just some things from a few years ago, and the Braehead buildings there's rarely a seat in the house. But to go up against arguably our biggest rival is something special, and a great way to open the season.
And just finally, Rhys Cochran is back for another season with the Flyers. Last night he was at the Kingdom FM Local Hero Awards, where he'd been nominated as Sportsperson of the Year. How do you see Rhys fitting into the team this year?
Well, I think this is a big season for Rhys. You know, he's done well throughout the juniors. He's done well on the representing his country. I think it's time for him to step up into the pro game. He was with us all last year, training full time, and will be again. But he needs to get out on the ice and develop. And you've seen tonight, that's an incredibly fast pace, and we need to find time to fit all these young guys in. I talked to my young guys after the game tonight. I need to get them out on the ice more and find ways to get them to the next step of the development. Guys like Smitty, who was only on the ice once or twice, really needs to have upwards of 7 shifts a game, 8 shifts a game at the bare minimum to develop, and that's something that's coming, because you can tell the work that he's put into it, and he needs to be given that encouragement, you know, and it starts with us as coaches. So we recognize that, and you know, I'm kind of getting off base, but what a performance from young Jordan Buesa tonight. I said before it was announced that the kid deserved man of the match. I think that his energy was fantastic. He really, you know, guys are forced to come up to that speed and play at that speed, and you know, him as well as all our other kids are going to become tremendous assets for us. But I need to nurture that and continue to develop it. So tomorrow, I'll try and religiously roll 4 lines, regardless of the outcome. They need to play. They need to feel 100% part of this team, and that's what we're working towards.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.